So we're back today with another tactic, a new 4-3-3 that I've been working on over the last week, and I've came here to show you today how it won the league with not just Napoli, but also with Lyon and Seville. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Murph FM. If you're new around here, please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button down below, and of course giving the video a thumbs up. And even better, get involved in the comment section. Let me know what sort of tactic or roles you want to see with a tactic you want to see next on the channel. So let's dive in. We're going to start today by looking at Lyon. They toppled PSG to win the league title. Let's dive in. So we're back and we start things off straight away in Ligue 1 as Lyon have won the title, beating PSG to the league title in 38 games, winning 30, drawing 7 and only losing 1 all season. Beating PSG by 2 points to the league title, only losing 1 game all season is an absolutely incredible turnaround for Lyon. But then your eyes can be drawn over here to the player stats. Goals scored. Dembele gets 45 goals, beating Kylian Mbappe and Ben Yedder to the top goal scorer, getting that golden boot. He got the highest average rating as well, of an 8.08. Aware getting 27 assists throughout the season. And you can see a little bit further down here as well. Player of the match awards. Dembele, of course, toppling Kylian Mbappe once again by bagging 14 of those. Of course, Lyon used to be the team over in France. You can see over on the right hand side here, win the league title 5 consecutive seasons in a row until it all went downhill. And then for the longest time, didn't win a single one until now. And one of the latter games in that season was a 5-0 destruction of Reims. You can see Tieté gets the ball, puts it through the middle. Dembele gets beyond his man, puts it past the keeper. The keeper is no man's land for that first one. And you see another one of those games where Lyon was absolutely dominated. Aware from the free kick. Doesn't come with the tactic, of course, but Aware, great free kick taking. And again, from this one, Aware getting the ball in the middle. We saw his assist for this season. He absolutely smashed it. Tieté this time on the right hand side, drives, puts it home to make it 3 for half time. That wasn't the last time before half time. 1 minute later, again, Dembele now getting the ball about 35 yards out, cuts it inside, lovely ball, finds Lacazette at the back stick, and he puts it home to make it 4 after just 35 minutes. Then the second half came around, and again, 60th minute now, Aware gets the ball over the top, finds Lacazette, loads of room for Lacazette, smashes it home to make it 5. But you can see now on screen what a season it has been for Moussa Dembele. Sadly enough though, he will be joining Lazio at the end of this season. We're getting into his average ratings and how he's looked this season. An 8.05 average rating, getting 46 goals in 28 appearances, 7 from the bench, and getting 7 assists. That is a monster return for the French lad. Being joined closely by Toko and Ekambi and Tieté there, getting 15 and 13 goals, and 11 goals for Alexander Lacazette, not followed shortly by Houssem Aouar. And Aouar, of course, led the assist charge, getting 27 assists in 36 appearances this season. Not far behind, with Tieté on 10, and then 7 from Dembele himself. And you can see on screen now, there's a lot of positive results in there. Some big victories. 3-0 against Toulouse there, 3-1 victory over Montpellier, beating the likes of Lille. Marseille beating them 3-0. As we go down, Nice beating them 5-1. Auxerre 4-1. There's a lot of goals within this tactic. It's a great season for Lyon. Let's move now on to team number 2 as we head to Italy as we look at Napoli. So as mentioned prior, again another league title won, this time with Napoli. 38 games, 28 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. So a few more losses than Lyon, but of course Serie A is a bit more of a harder league. And of course, for anyone that knows Serie A, it has been a very much 2-team race with the odd one in there. Inter and Juve for the majority of the last 20 years. Of course, Inter more recently, AC Milan last season, but now Napoli take their first league title in some time. But onto the player stats, you can see there the goal scoring. There's no set number 1 goal scorer in there for Napoli. As you can see now, Victor Osimhen came 4th in the top goal scorer race, bagging 27 this season. But a bit further down, you can see the man himself. Everyone knows this guy this season. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. But the Georgian international bagging 15 goals as well. From the wing, not a bad return. But again, the best average rating for the league came from the Napoli striker Osimhen, who got a 7.49 throughout the season, which led to a very good return for Napoli, with them winning Serie A. So this time we're diving into a Napoli game, taking on AC Milan, a team that were challenging for the league title with them this season. You can see now Gista has the ball, charges forward, nice little 1-2 of Osimhen, as the Gista scored to make it 1-0 Napoli. Second goal this time coming from a set piece. Politano, big ball into the box, cleared out now to the edge of the box. Labocca gets the ball, he has option, he finds Zalewski, he smashes it home. Mike Manigan cannot stop it, 2-0 Napoli on the hour mark. And not long afterwards, within the final few minutes, Lozano has the ball on the right hand side now, cuts it back, finds Di Lorenzo, big ball in, and Raspadori this time popping up to get the winner, seeing Napoli 3-0 victory. So into the squad view now, you can see now some of the key players for this season. Victor Osimhen bagging a monster 30 goals in 44 appearances and 11 assists for him. Not a bad return. We've mentioned the Georgian lad. Don't make me say his name, but again, 11 assists, 23 goals for him, a 7.19 average rating. Not a bad return in his first season. Zielinski as well, bagging a monster 15 goals alongside his 12 assists. Not a bad return at all for the left central midfielder in this formation. And sadly, Napoli couldn't make it a double after losing out to AC Milan, oddly enough. The team they just beat at the end of the season in the Coppa Italia saw Napoli get away with just the one Scudetto and no other titles this season. But a great season completely for Napoli. I'm going to dive in now, look at the final team within this test as we head to Spain. It's not Madrid, it's not Barcelona, we're off to Seville. So we wrap up today's video with the final team now within this test as we go to Seville. You can see now they dominated, being 1 point clear on the final day of the season. Seville won La Liga, beating the likes of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. It was very narrow on that final day, 85, 86, 86 and 87 points between those four teams. But again, Seville came on top on the final day of La Liga. But the impressive number is right here, 99 goals scored within this tactic this season for the Seville side. And right again, I am drawn to the player stats. You can see the goal scorer, the top goal scorer in the league, En-Nesyri, taking the golden boot with 26 goals, beating Benzema and Lewandowski, who drew level on 24. En-Nesyri again got the best average rating within the league on a 7.61 as well. Not a bad return for the striker. So we're coming now to have a quick look at some of the goals from this season. En-Nesyri out wide this time, oddly enough, plays it inside. Papu Gomez, what a strike across the keeper. 1-0 Seville here against Valencia in this one. Valencia got some goals himself though, but it's well won by Fernando in the midfield this time. A big switch across the field. Delaney heads it down and En-Nesyri puts it home to make it 2. One from the spot this time for Seville from Rakitic, putting it home to make it 3-2. And then the winner coming late on the 86th minute. Delaney gets the ball out wide, plays it inside. Papu Gomez again onto his right foot, smashes it home. 4-2 victory for Seville. And just before I show you all the roles, let's have one little deep dive into some of the key players this season. En-Nesyri we've mentioned already, 34 appearances, 38 goals. What a monster season he had. Rafa Mir, he might be unhappy now not getting enough minutes, maybe only getting 19 starts this season. But 20 goals and 2 assists for him, a very good return. You see now Rakitic as well was let go by Barcelona and he still has it. 13 goals and 14 assists for him for this season. Incredible. And one honourable mention as well for Renzo Gomez as well, getting 14 assists and 11 goals. So here it is then, the Murph FM Demolition 4-3-3. We start at the back with Morocco's famous keeper by this point, an absolutely amazing World Cup, Bono. No added instructions for the sweeper keeper on support, left in that goal to do his own business. As we go into the right hand side, I'll fall back in this one. Jesus Navas, of course, quite old now, 40 years of age, I think minimum now at this point within the game, but he has a lot of instructions. He's told to pass it shorter, take more risk, cross from the byline, dribble more, run wide with the ball, shoot less often, sit narrower, close down more, tackle harder, and mark tighter. With the same being said for our left back, Marcos Acuna, in this position, the exact same instructions yet again. And both of our ball-playing centre-backs are told this, to pass it shorter, dribble more, shoot less often, stay wider, close down more, tackle harder and mark tighter. That is the same for both of your centre-backs in that ball-playing defensive role. Delaney in DM, a DM support for this one. He's told to pass it shorter, take more risks, dribble more, shoot less often, close down more, tackle harder and mark tighter. Your box-to-box midfielder on support duty, of course, as that comes with the role. He's told to take more risks, dribble more, shoot less often, get further forward, move into the channels, tackle harder, and of course, mark tighter. Now that same attack being used by Rakitic this season, you've seen the results from him. He is told to take more risks, dribble more, move into the channels, close down more, tackle harder, and mark tighter. Out wide now, we start with the right with Corona on the right-hand side. He's told to run from his position and tackle harder. Whilst Gomez on the left-hand side, giving the exact same instruction. That inside forward and attack, told to roam from position and tackle harder. And of course, the striker in this formation, En-Nesyri this time round, playing as the advanced forward. He is told to take more risks, dribble more, shoot more often, and tackle harder. As we go now into the mentality is put as attacking, and in possession, we send the players to play the ball out of defence, whipped crosses, to overlap those left and right wingers, of course, and full-backs pushing further up, play with a higher tempo, and to play fairly narrow. In transition this time, turn the distribution to the centre-backs and to those full-backs from your keeper, and of course, counter and counter-press is on. And if you're out of possession, you're playing with a high press, and the trigger press is set to much more often. So there you have it then. That is the Demolition 433 that I'm bringing you today. You've seen the results from these teams for it. Now try it out for yourselves. The download link is down below in the description. And of course, while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and giving the video a big thumbs up. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.